Welcome now to Las Vegas.
Well, good evening. Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. So what do you think, the new thinner version? The jacket does make a difference. Yep. Actually, I've been on a diet. I'm trying to get down to my original weight, 8.5 pounds. I'd like to perform a rope trick for you. This is a rope trick that my great-grandfather gave to me, and I can still remember his dying words. Get your foot off the oxygen hose, I'll give you the damn trick. What I have here is a hank of rope. It used to be called a Henry. Oh, it gets cornier. Let's see here if I can do this thing. It's kind of dark. I can't. From my end, it's dark. For your end, there's a lot of light. Let's see here. What I have is 3 pieces of rope, and they're all different lengths, which is kind of good, except that that's not how the trick works, because what I really want to have is 3 pieces of rope with 3 different lengths, something like this. I have 3 ropes, the good, the bad, and the ugly. This is the good one, the ugly one's in the middle. 3 pieces of rope, 3 different pieces of rope, all different lengths. To tell the truth, I need 3 pieces of rope exactly the same length so that I can perform a magical trick for you. So we have one over here, and if you look closely, you'll see that we have another one over here and one over here. Now this one here I don't want to use. I only want to use the 2 ropes. I'll just put this one in my pocket. Now we have 2 ropes. I don't want 2 ropes. I just want 1 rope about this long. Yeah. Let's see now. We have a bit of a problem here because I'd like to cut the rope right about here. Right here in the middle, except that I don't have any scissors. I used to have scissors, but I got caught running with them, and they took them away from me. So we just pretend that those there are scissors. See, those are my scissors. We cut the rope. And of course we have the 2 ends and another 2 ends. Well, we just want 2 ends and 1 middle, so to make a great trick. You're not paying attention, are you? Okay, I'm going to tell you, we do have a bit of a problem with this trick. From time to time, we do have a bit of a problem. The problem is that this end here was to vanish and appear over here. This is not how the trick works. Or if this end here is to vanish, we end up with 2 ends over here, which is really unusual. Because we're not really supposed to have 2 ends over there. We're only supposed to have the 1 end, and used to work in a strip joint. Ropes can be kind of troublesome. Sometimes we do have a problem with them, whereas the ends come right off. Then you put them in your pocket, and you end up with the rope in the middle and no ends. Makes for a pretty interesting trick, but you don't have any ends, it makes a difficult trick indeed. But if somebody was to say, stop, I'm going to my pocket, get some ends here, place them right back in the rope, it would be a terrific trick. Of course, this works with static electricity. It's static electricity. All you have to do is give a little rub over here, give a little rub over there, and before your very eyes, we end up with a rope in the middle and no ends. But I am a professional. I brought along some extra ends. I brought along some extra ends, yes I did. And all we have to do, to tell the truth, is to throw them right back on the rope. So remember now, if the ends ever come off the rope at any time, all I have to do is throw it back on the rope. Are you paying attention? See, if the ends come off, we throw them back on the rope. But that's not where the problem is. Sometimes what we do is we do have a problem with the middle. See, because if the middle comes off like that, then I don't know what to do. So we'll put the middle back on again, and we'll kind of start right all over again, something like that. But ladies and gentlemen, remember that in the beginning, we did have a rope with 2 ends and a middle. I'm going to take the ends and place them in my pocket, just about there. Okay, put the ends in my pocket, and if you watch closely, we just use the magic words and go like this, snap the fingers, and the ends come over here. how to tie a rope into a knot without letting go of the ends. Look, you take and go through here, through here, without letting go of the ends, we get a knot in the rope. I know it looks impossible, but then if you have a young child and you ask them to tie a shoelace, invariably they get the ends through the tag ends through the loops, which ends up in a knot. Now there's all kinds of knots in the world, folks. There's all kinds of knots. There's a would not, could not, should not. This is a have not.